I'd like to apologize for the technical difficulties, but we are here and ready to go and hopefully give you the rest of this one from Hetland Arena. We have 3:25 left to play here in period number one. The Corsairs leading on a Stephen Leonard goal. Leonard's 9th goal of the season. Third and final meeting of the year between the Vikings and the Corsairs. As the Corsairs trying to get the second win, to get a win in the season series. Currently 1-1 right now. A shot there, and that one is held by Daniel Davidson, who gets the start, and some extracurricular activities in front of the net here. Has new jabs from Dylan Radin in front, with Richard Coyle of Salem State. Linesman will get in there quickly, and no penalty is going to result in that. Just a little pushing and shoving after the whistle. 3:07 left to play here in period number one. Corsairs in the home whites, orange uniforms for the Vikings of Salem State. John Grealish will take the face-off here, and it will go against Ryan Tierney, fourth line on here for the Vikings. A face-off win and a wrister taken by Dan Shea. And that one's smothered and held for a whistle by the Corsairs goaltender in Daniel Davidson, who's getting the start here today. It's a 2-4-2 on the year, 305 goals against average, a 909 save percentage on the year. This one will be swung around the boards here, as Blake Harlow for the Corsairs will send it up. Not going to be icing, as John Grealish was down there to play it for the Corsairs. He swings it all the way around the boards into the far corner. It's Sean Leonard trying to hold the blue line. He does. This one sent up the boards now. And we'll have a whistle for an icing, as Salem State will ice it right there. As Dan Shea, the one to ice it with 2:37 left to play. So the Corsairs here in period number one, they're able to get some fresh legs on the ice as a result of that icing. They're going to keep the fourth line on with Grealish. Can't win the draw as it's won by the Vikings. Luke Pepin trying to get it out of the zone here. It's finally snatched on out of there by Dan Shea. It comes back in. He'll send it over to the far corner as Luke Pepin now has it. Swings it back behind the boards to Yannikopoulos. And a pass right on the stick of Brandon Wolf. Wolf's shot will be deflected there. A broken stick right there for the defenseman in David Scarbeck. He'll get one from the forward. Centerman John Grealish. Now, he does have a stick, so Corsair without a stick right now. And that is Grealish, who's trying to battle a man in the slot. This one comes around towards the top of the blue line. It's held on in by Trey Olson. Olson gave this one up, nearly put on in. What a play there to prevent it from going in at the goal line by Scarbeck. And we will have a whistle for a penalty called here with 1:52 left to play. So, no, the referee had the arm up as if he was calling a penalty. He blew it dead. He just lost sight of that loose puck there that was along the goal line. So the Corsairs getting a break there. As Grealish will take the draw here. It is won by the Vikings. A shot there from Calford will be sticked aside by Davidson. Sent back around the boards once again. Pinching in to keep it alive is Hofford. Hofford will send it down now towards the corner. This one finding its way now around the boards is Trey Olson. He'll send this one here towards the front. A little backhanded action shot there from Bennett, and it's turned aside by Davidson. Corsairs able to push this one ahead as Blake Harlow moves it up the ice. We have a whistle for a delayed penalty and interference minor going to go against the Vikings with 1:19 left to play here in period number one, as the Corsairs will go to the power play here, and if they don't score, it would carry over into period number two. Stephen Leonard with a lone goal in this one. An interference minor going on Mike Shippey with 1:19 left to play. Whistle here. Too early for the face-off with 1:19 left to play as we await a Corsair power play to start. It's going to be Michael Perrone now to go in and take it. Guy Capozzi on the right wing here on this power play opportunity. Capozzi was able to get it quickly enough, and the Corsairs able to keep it alive. Sean Leonard with it on the left point, swinging it over now to the right point. Top of the circle, Kai Capozzi on the right side. Got it to the high slot to Stephen Leonard. Curling with it here is Austin Miller. Cross ice pass, a shot there from up top by Michael Perrone. Turned aside there by Sean Cleary. Under a minute to play here as it's kept on in with a skate by Sean Leonard. A quick feed over now towards Miller. Shot here from a tough angle from the side by Kai Capozzi, and that one is held by Sean Cleary for a whistle with 45 seconds left to play in period number 1. A minute 26 left here on the Corsair power play. 45 seconds left here in period 1. 126 left here on the man advantage for the Corsairs. Centerman for the Vikings thrown on out. It will be Wolf coming on in now to take it, and he'll win the draw as he wins it back to Yannikopoulos, who was unable to clear, kept on in by Sean Leonard at the right point of the blue line. Around 30 seconds left here to play. Corsairs playing with it at the blue line. Pass across to Perrone. Unable to be held in. Perrone threw that one in there to Brandon Wolf. The captain here for Salem State doing a good job on the forecheck, able to keep it deep for a couple of seconds. 16 seconds left to play here in the period. Corsairs stay on sides. This one thrown here towards the net. It was deflected by Leonard at 12.9 seconds to play and held by Sean Cleary for a whistle. 54 seconds left on the man advantage. Corsairs unable to get too many grade A chances on this man advantage so far. And Hassan-Font's taking the draw against Cameron Mack. Vikings controlling another face-off here with just around 6 seconds left to play as it's battled for here in the corner. Corsairs come out of the corner with it. Raid and a shot over and pass over to Bolden. He'll take a shot. That one's stopped by Cleary at 0.9 seconds left to play here in period number 1. A shot there from the top of the slot on the right side. Turned aside, and only real chance now would be just to throw it at the net off the face-off, and they're going to have Cameron Mack try to take this one for the Corsairs. He'll throw that one wide as time expires in the end of the first period. It is UMass Dartmouth leading Salem State by a score of 1-0. We will take a break and be back with second period action here from the Hetland Arena with the Corsairs leading by a score of 1-0. You're watching UMass Dartmouth hockey on CorsairAthletics.com. Back here at Hetland Arena as we get ready to go for the start of period number 2. 1-0 Corsairs leading, out shooting the Vikings 15-11 in the first period. Corsairs will be coming offensively to the bottom of your screen in period number 2, and they will have 41 seconds of carryover time on the power play due to the interference minor. Puck drop here for the second period. It's controlled by the Corsairs. They got their top power play unit out there to open up this second period as they look for a 2-goal lead. They'll send this one in. Capozzi deflecting that one towards the net. Sean Cleary turns it aside with a stick. This one played now behind the net by Capozzi, sending it over towards the far boards. Sent up here towards the point. Corsairs able to keep it in. Austin Miller with a shot. That is blocked. Blocked right there by Luke Pepin. 10 here on the man advantage. Up here towards the point. Sean Leonard with the puck. This pass attempt for Stephen Leonard, who had the goal, is going to go outside of the zone. The Corsairs have to regroup now in the neutral zone. 19:15 to play as we are back to even here in this second period. Corsairs leading 1-0. A shot there from the slot. That one turned aside by Cleary. Corsairs letting it rip there from the shot. From the slot, it was Leonard, Stephen Leonard. Shot here will be held, this time by Sean Leonard. A glove stop by Sean Cleary. A minute 1 into period number 2. Now the Corsairs, even after the man advantage, getting some opportunities. However, the stop's made there by Sean Cleary to keep this one at a 1-0 UMass Dartmouth lead. Corsairs able to keep this one in right here as they'll work this one now back behind the boards. On the stick, Dylan Radin as he comes down with it. He's bumped off the puck. There's could have easily been shorthanded. There is a stick getting tied up right there of Cameron Mack. Could have easily been a hooking minor, but the official looking right at it decides to let it go. This one's trying to get sent in towards the slot. That is blocked. Up on the ice with it is Dylan Radin. Radin over the blue line comes on in a shot. That one gloved and held on to by Sean Cleary for a whistle with 18:13 to play in period number 2. Well, the Corsairs leading 1-0 here in this one. Not a bad start as well either to the second period. The only thing I think you would say would be better would be if they were able to get a goal with the 41 seconds left of power play time. That carried over, but they did not get lucky enough. They had a few chances, just could not find the back of the net. Brittner will take the face-off here against Mike Shippey. It was Mike Shippey's interference minor that put the Corsairs to the power play. So here for an icing, and we will have a whistle. The back referee all the way down at the other end of the ice calling a hit from behind, as it was on the Corsairs, David Scarbeck. Now, it's just a 2-minute minor there. Could have been more if they thought it should have been. The Corsairs PK going to get to work here with 18:04 to play in this second period. Richard Coyle going to take the face-off here. It's the top unit on top line for the Vikings. We're 4-12-5 coming in, 4-7-3 in MASCAC play. They'll cycle this one around. It comes up top. Akopoulos. Work it down here towards the side of the net. Went in off of a stick. Get it back up now. Akopoulos at the point. Over down to the left point to Richard Coyle. Coyle working it down low. Coyle gets it back on the left side. A shot there. That one blocked. Did not get all the way through, and it scampers in the puck towards the corner. As Nicholas Short able to get it out. He's going to try to join the rush here short-handed. Holding on to it here is Austin Miller trying to get by quite a few orange jerseys. He'll try to throw that one towards the net. Instead, it gets thrown towards the corner. And here is Nicholas Short coming in with it. 10th game of the year that Short has played in, able to get it deep behind the net, and that will kill some more clock here as a minute 5 left on the PK for the Corsairs. Well, the Vikings get it up, then Dylan Radin able to clear. Goaltender Sean Cleary out to play it. He was met right there behind the net by Stephen Leonard. Well, not a bad job forechecking here by the Corsairs on this PK. And skating with it here behind the net is Iman Miller. Miller finally giving it off here to Cal Hofford for its pass. Goes into the neutral zone. No one in an orange jersey there. Bounces to Mike Shippey off the boards, and he'll just dump it deep. A little dump and chase lately in the last second or so. No icing there, even with the pass off target to Dylan Radin, as the Corsairs still shorthanded for another 25 seconds. They'll work this one all the way back down the ice to Pat Twombly. Corsairs up top, able to clear. Cam Mack with a chance. He'll take a slapper. That one turned aside there by Sean Cleary with a blocker. 8 seconds remain here on the PK. Quick chance here. Numbers up the ice here for Salem State as Luke Pepin will send this one to his right. A shot there will go wide as it was taken by Woolley. Back to even, 15:50 to play. Sayers able to get that puck free around the neutral zone. They quickly, though, give it away. As Connor Woolley now will drop it back to Luke Pepin. Feed up the ice here, and it's going to be an icing on Salem State with 15:39 to play here in period number 2. Corsairs able to get the kill on penalty. And then here they are back to things here. An offensive zone face-off trying to extend this 1-goal lead. Pelton takes the draw. The Corsairs win it. Von Peralt able to keep it in at the blue line. Sent this one towards the net. It got through. Cleary made the stop. Corsairs have it now in the neutral zone. Trying to spin away from a hit there was Nicholas Short. The Corsairs will get this one in deep behind the net. Pass tried to go back towards Kai Capozzi, just could not get to him. As Pepin gave this one up, as it will nearly come out of the zone. Nicholas Short in there, able to keep it in. Short backing up with it now around the blue line, straight on out of his wrister there, and that one is stopped here by Sean Cleary. And a little pushing and shoving after. Pelton took a whack or two, took exception, and everything will be up rather quickly there with 15:03 to play here in period number 2. Zone face-off once again for UMass Dartmouth. Dan Shea to take it here for Salem State. Both fourth lines on. John Grealish taking it here for the Corsairs. This one won by the Vikings. Trey Olson able to get it out of the zone quickly. And the Corsairs back with it as Stefan Peralt will send this one in towards the neutral zone. Gerkroon coming on in. A shot there. One will head to the back behind the net off the boards. I think it was Cleary who got a piece of it. Corsairs able to hold the blue line right there. Coming on in. A shot. Rebound attempt. Unable to be stuffed home by Grealish as Cleary got a piece of it. The initial shot came from Blake Harlow. 14 and a half minutes left to play. A shot there from the side of the net, blockered and then smothered on by Cleary. It was Melker Kroon who took that shot with 14:28 left to play in period number 2. Blake Harlow will take the face-off here against Richard Coyle. Still the fourth line on for the Corsairs. Top unit on now for the Vikings. Shot there from the slot. Scores! John Grealish comes in to the slot and lets it rip to give the Corsairs a 2-0 lead. Puck just sitting there. Grealish comes in. It's on a tee for him, and he fires it home. His third of the year to give UMass Dartmouth a 2-goal advantage. We have 14:20 to play here in period number 2. Well, nicely done there, being able to extend this lead here as Corsairs right now, if it ended today, currently sit in 4th. So with the way the standings are, the top 6 make it. You got Framingham with a 2-12-1 record. Corsairs essentially in right now. It's just a matter of moving up in the standings, and this is one you definitely like to get to move up in the standings. So you got the top team in the conference coming in on Thursday in Plymouth State. We like to just keep the hot streak going, and if a win here today will get the Corsairs to 10 wins, it'll be 10-2 then on the year, so they'd be able to get back to 500 exactly. This one lost there near the slot by Austin Miller. Up the ice now comes Miller for the Vikings. He'll send this one up towards the goal, and this one will deflect out a play into the protective netting. Actually touched last there off the stick of Miller. Now they will call the faceoff to be at center ice. Here in 2-goal games, 1 and 3 when they are in 3+ goal games. They are 6-3 this year, so getting that third goal certainly would be key here for the Corsairs. So there's the one their last 4. That dates all the way back to the end of January when they won 4-3 against Fitchburg State. And taken down here behind the net for the Vikings. One down behind the net is Landon Fugs. So we will take a quick break here for the stoppage. Good player down for Salem State with 13:15 to play here in this second period. And back here at Hetland Arena, Landon Hassenfuss, the one who went down behind the net. Able to skate off after the trainer out there. But 13:15 to play here in the second period. No penalty was called. It was lowered his shoulder, and he just went into the boards head first. It wasn't anything malicious. With 13:15 to play. Face-off in the zone here, offensive zone face-off for UMass Dartmouth. Yeah, Stephen Leonard will take it against Richard Coyle. And the face-off won here by UMass Dartmouth as they're able to keep it in. A little shot from the blue line will be sticked aside into the protective netting. And that play was taken by Patrick Wren. 13:09 left to play here in period number 2. Quick chance in the slot, unable to connect on the stick of Michael Perrone as the Corsairs won that face-off as well. Leonard trying to get it up towards the blue line. It comes on out. It's Sean Leonard with it in the neutral zone. And he'll be able to get that one deep once he got across the red line with 12:50 left to play here in period number 2. This one fed on in ahead. Sean Leonard will skate it down in the defensive zone for the Corsairs. Leonard coming up the ice with it. Able to get that one on a stick of Perron. Perron was able to nudge it ahead into the Corsair offensive zone. Corsairs with it now back behind the net. That's a quick feed from Patrick Wren. Be handed off the intended target. Corsairs now with it behind the goal. Austin Miller starting to break out, heading up the zone. Corsairs stay on side. Miller coming in, a shot. That one got a piece there of a defender's stick, and Cal Hofford not to get through on goals that went high and wide. 12:02 left to play here in period number 2. Up the ice here. Kopolis could not get it all the way down the ice there as he tried to pass that one off. Corsairs changing here, and they're able to get some fresh legs on the ice. Hofford skating with it in his own end, pursued by Cameron Mack. Corsairs able to keep this one in. It's sent here towards the net. And Kopolis will glove it down and give it up as up the ice now they come. Race Bennett is able to knock this one on in deep. And the Vikings with it here behind the net. 11:15 to play in period number 2 of the Corsairs now holding a 2-goal lead. This one kept on into the blue line by Kopolis nearly. Comes on out then. Able to skate back is Josh Grasso to prevent anything from happening offensively for the Corsairs. Sayers will send this one in behind the red line on goal, so no icing. Smart play by Pat Lee. Pass there off target. The captain for the Vikings, Brendan Wolf. Quick feed, lead pass up the ice now. They sent that one across, unable to connect. It was Eric Bolden who sent it across. A good idea, just could not hit a stick. Holding on to it now up top. A shot there. That one will go wide. Posey nailed there from behind and not even having the puck with 10:16 left to play. And one will get a cross check. The other one, well, it's just to stay with that call. So Capozzi cross check there in the corner. And the Corsairs will go to the power play. It's Dan Shea who will commit the minor for cross checking. And the Corsairs on the man advantage for 2 minutes. The top power play unit out for UMass Dartmouth. Stephen Leonard will take the face-off here against Ryan Tierney. Won by the Corsairs. Comes out to Sean Leonard at the point. Coming on in towards the slot with it now. And this one towards the net. And Stephen Leonard backed off there. A couple of orange jerseys once it was covered by Sean Cleary. Just 6 seconds into the power play. 10:09 left to play. And Salem State going to get some fresh forwards on the ice here after losing the face-off and a chance to clear. This one battled for now in the corner. And able to clear as they got that one through a defenseman's skates. Are the Vikings. Corsairs with it in their own end right now. As pushing it up the ice now, it is Sean Leonard getting it up to Michael Perron. Able to stay on side. Stephen Leonard sends it ahead. Capozzi, a backhand chance. That one goes wide in towards the corner. Corsairs keep it alive. Austin Miller behind the net to Capozzi. Stick on that one by Billy Hickey. One nearly redirected back on goal by a falling Austin Miller. A minute left here on the man advantage. Get it down low to Miller's pass towards Capozzi in the slot. Broken up by a diving Billy Hickey. Corsairs still trying to get it into the slot. That one hit a stick and it got to Brandon Wolf, and Wolf able to send it up the ice. He'll skate with it. And now drop it back here into the neutral zone to Nicopolis. Luke Pepin able to ice it there. This one battled for, and the Corsairs get to that loose puck. as Eric Bolden smashes it around the boards. And now they'll slow things up, and Sean Leonard will start the breakout. 22 seconds left here on the man advantage. Vikings able to clear as that one scoots on out of the zone. Pass there, finding Falter. Falter with a wrister with 7 on the man advantage, and it is stopped there by Daniel Davidson with 8:23 left to play in period number 2. But the Corsairs still leading 2-0. A couple chances here on the power play. There's coming with it up the ice once they get over the red line. Back to even. It was just dumped on in deep there by Pat Lee. Back up now to the right point to Twombly. Sends it on over here to Nicholas Short. A shot attempt. That one going wide, hoping for a redirection, but they did not get it right there. Sent on up the ice now. Broken up there by the Corsairs defensively. It does sneak through after the initial breakup, and it was put on goal, and Davidson made a stop. Now up the ice here, it is Derek Brittner. Brittner trying to center that one. It was loose there. Backhanded attempt there, sent towards the net, and then smothered by Cleary with 7:38 to play here in period number 2. Now, 2-0 game here. Still in favor of the Corsairs as we get later on into period number 2. John Grealish will take this face-off here against Mike Shippey. And a face-off won here by Salem as Trey Olson is the one who's able to come away with it as it came to him. This one kept on in at the blue line, though, by the Corsairs. Harlow tried to get it towards the front, broken up. And an icing here by the Vikings with 7:22 left to play. So you try to clear, need to clear, and they do, but they do been an icing in the process. Corsairs just did get out there. We'll see if they do change, though. Maybe getting some more fresher legs out there, but they'll keep what they got. Grealish will win the faceoff back here to Jake Maynard. Puck will scoot out of the zone, quickly played in the neutral zone by the Corsairs. Melker Kroon, and Kroon able to get that one down in deep. Well, 2-0 game. The Corsairs have gotten a goal in each of the periods so far. Trying for another one right here. Out to play the puck, it is Daniel Davidson. Shot there, not getting all the way through from the point. It was Cal Hofford's shot that was stick down by a defenseman. So it could not get all the way through on Davidson. It's 40 left here to play. Shot there, that one turned aside. Davidson had some traffic there in front as Scarbeck a little slow to get up as he got tangled up there in front with a man. Corsairs get it off a turnover, a shot there by John Grealish, and that one stopped by Sean Cleary and held onto for a whistle with 6:14 left to play here in period number 2. Get an updated total of shot totals if we can get them to you. You just have to do it in between periods. And knocked into the net there. Behind it was Dylan Radin. This one came back behind the net. Radin nearly was able to grab it. A little bit of a sloppy pass in their own zone, but it's able to skip out of the zone here for the Vikings. Moving it up now, Dylan Radin. Giving it now to Cameron Mack. Mack held here along the boards. And it is poked on out of here. On Miller. Brought it in. They drop it back. A slapper there from Huggins. That one turned aside by Davidson. Corsairs now in pursuit. Vikings with the puck. As Huggins able to just get this one in deep. And it will ricochet all the way around the boards back to the Corsairs in possession of it. Sean Leonard Gave this one up now towards Dylan Reed, and a quick little feed over to Cameron Mack. Mack coming on in, a shot there going wide, back behind the goal line. Vikings able to get to it here. Sayers now come away with it. Nicholas Short coming on in. Backhand attempt there. That one going well wide. This one sent on in now from the point. And it will be stopped right there. And held on to by Sean Cleary. Going to have a whistle here. Miners going to both sides as Mike Shippey going to go for a slash. Nicholas Short going to go as well with 4:57 to play. I think it's going to be 4-on-4. Oh, both are going to get slashing Miners. Shippey for a slash and Short for a slash with 4:57 to play. So a little more open ice here with 4-on-4 hockey. Salem will win the faceoff. Nate will win the faceoff once again. Luke Pepin able to give this one up now to Wolf. Wolf trying to get this one in. He will lose that one rather quickly as the Corsairs able to get to it. No icing here. Sort of slowing up on the puck was Billy Hickey. Corsairs able to keep this one in. Michael Perrone towards the front. A shot, and that one smothered by Sean Cleary. Of 4:32 left to play. Minute 35 of 4-on-4 hockey left here in period number 2. Face off here, Austin Miller taking it against Richard Coyle. Vikings come away with it here in their own zone. Miscommunication as the puck was unable to be cleared on out initially here by Salem State. They finally do nudge the puck on out of there. It's sent up ice as Coyle battling for it. Corsairs defenseman with the puck now. It's Stephen Leonard back there with a 4-on-4 helping out as he'll send this one cross ice to Pat Lee. 4 minutes to play here in period number 2. Now a minute left on the 4-on-4 time here. And Leonard bringing it in, holding on to it here. Leonard sending it back now behind the boards. This one sent towards the high slot. No one in an orange jersey there. And UMass Dartmouth able to clear with 3:28 to play. This one battled for near the bench of UMass Dartmouth. Sent on in deep by the Vikings as they got to the loose puck first. 3:18 left to play. Pass off target. However, looked like it was tipped in the neutral zone right there by Salem State. But they are going to say the icing stands with 3:14 left to play. At least that's what they're going to say for now. And they are going to send back to the bench David Scarbeck. A clear to miss there, an icing that should have been waved off. Instead, we get a stoppage with 3:14 left to play in period number 2. One sent ahead, no icing as the Corsairs win the foot race. Derek Brittner, the one who won the foot race right there. We are back now to 5-on-5 hockey here with 2:55 left to play. As Short will go to the bench, it is going to be Mike Shippey joining the play on the attack in the corner. Corsairs quickly get the puck back. John Grealish over the red line now for UMass Dartmouth. Now over the blue line, they go off sides at 2:42 to play here in period number 2. Face-off here coming. With 2:42 left in period number 2 with the Corsairs leading 2-0. John Grealish going to take the face-off here against Ryan Tierney. Tie-up won by the Corsairs. Charging on in. Harlow, shot, rebound, unable to put it on goal. Loose now behind the net. Kept alive now by Grealish. Shot there, Capozzi. That one turned aside. This one pushed on up. Over the blue line now. It is Wolf sending that one off the glass. 2:10 left here in period number 2. They'll try to send this one here towards the slot. Broken up, going down was Nicholas Short. Might have lost an edge there. And up the ice now, the Corsairs come with it. Capozzi looked to be interfered with into the boards. Nothing called. That prevented him from getting to that loose puck. Pass there right on the stick of Brandon Wolf. Tries to go behind the back with it. Sent it towards the high slot. Shot there from up near the blue line is blocked by Kai Capozzi, and it goes out of play with 1:49 left to play. Shot came from Matt Yanakopoulos. With 1:49 left. They're still with a 2-0 lead here in the second period. We'll have a whistle here. With the face-off, I guess Salem State going too early is what the referee was saying. That's why it was blown dead. 1:43 left to play. It's going to be Coyle taking it this time against Stephen Leonard. Corsairs able to get it out of their zone now in the neutral zone, able to stay on sides. Eric Bolden coming on in all alone. He'll be slowed down there. By the Vikings defense. Von Perrault with it behind the net, trying to create some space here, going up the ice. Pass right on the stick of Bolden. Bolden coming in, tries to center that one. Man knocked down there from behind. Then called shot here from the slot by Radin. That one turned aside by Cleary. Up the ice now come the Vikings with it. Woolley a shot. That one turned aside by Davidson. It's loose down the corner. 55 seconds remaining here in period number 2 here. As the Corsairs leading Salem State 2-0 here at Hetland Arena. So it'll be flipped on up ice in towards the neutral zone and towards the net there. And a slashing minor going to be called on Dylan Radin as he tapped the goaltender with a stick, Sean Cleary. So Radin going for a slash. And with 39.4 seconds to play, a power play opportunity coming here for the Vikings. And here's a chance they get one to make it a 1-goal game. And they get Radin for a slashing minor. Face off one here. Grasso gets it at the blue line. It's shifted on over down to Luke Pepin. One back behind the net now. Centering feed. That one broken up as they try to get it right down low. In towards the slot. Loose puck grabbed by Sean Leonard. He's able to clear this one up the ice. And Leonard will take a big hit into the boards towards the corner. And melee breaking out here in the corner with Leonard down. As coming in there is Stephen Leonard. With 10.6 seconds to play. And some more pushing and shoving here. As Stephen Leonard with some shoves from behind on Mike Shippey. And we'll see what calls come from this. Stephen Leonard going to the box. This very well could be a major and even a game misconduct for that hit there. As the referee is going to talk things over right now. Sean Leonard, the one who was nailed, and Stephen Leonard, brother, coming in. Looking up for him. He took the big hit, so Kai Capozzi will head on over, one of the other captains, alternate captain, to get the word from the officials to bring it over to the Corsairs bench to Rick Nowak. Once everything has been assessed, over there is Brandon Wolf, the captain for Salem State, with 10.6 seconds to play as they're trying to sort this out right now. Well, Sean Leonard, who was down at first, was able to pop back up, and he even gave some shoves as well. The trainer did come out to take a look at him, but he did not move right away at first, but then did pop up, so that's a very good thing to see. As the referees now talking to both teams, the captain Brandon Wolf and the captain Kai Capozzi over at the circle by the scorer's table, telling him what has been assessed. You have to figure out of it that the Corsairs, and that's actually going to be a game misconduct, so done for the game is going to be Josh Grasso for that hit, and I said that could easily be a major and a game misconduct for that hit, so we'll get everything once it comes, and we might get you everything by the time everything's relayed up here from the scorer's table. If we can't hear the announcement, sometimes we can't hear it from where we are. We'll get you everything and have everything sorted out. Come time for the second period. Now, it's obviously a game misconduct for Grasso. So referee now in the scorer's box, over the penalty box, telling the scorer everything that is being assessed, going over everything with 10.6 seconds left to play. And as we said, the man who was hit, Sean Leonard, up and was able to bounce back up after a few seconds and get off under his own power. He was even throwing some jabs as well after the fact. So a 5-minute major going up on Josh Grasso. As we figured. And Hassenfuss earlier injured in this one as he got off on his own power. The trainer, we have not seen him since, so that would mean Salem State is down 2 skaters for the remainder of this one. And if Hassenfuss does not come back. No, just the one penalty up on the board. 10.6 seconds to play, so it's going to be even with 4-on-4 for a minute 32, then it'll be a major power play for the Corsairs so they can continue to score as many times as they want on that remaining power play time, with it being a major. It's one here by the Vikings. A shot here will go on goal as time expires, held by Davidson. And at the end of the second period, it is a 2-0 game in favor of UMass Dartmouth. We'll get you the official call for the penalty and everything else that was assessed when we come back for the start of the third period. It'll be 4-on-4 when we come back for a minute 21. And then after that expires, the Corsairs will have a power play. What's left of what is right now 4:50 of the major. So the Corsairs grabbing another goal. Grealish with the goal to make it 2-0. So the Corsairs leading 2-0 at the end of 2 periods. We'll take a break. You're watching UMass Dartmouth Hockey on CorsairAthletics.com. back here at Hetland Arena as we get ready to go for the start of period number 3. 2-0 the Corsairs lead, out shooting the Vikings in this one 34-19. It's been all Corsairs in this one in terms of scoring opportunities. Stephen Leonard opened up the scoring. John Grealish tacking on that second goal of the game for UMass Dartmouth. Bears trying to get the win here in the season series against Salem State. They fell 3-2 to the Vikings on the road on the 23rd. 4-on-4 for a minute 21. Then after that, it will be 3 minutes and change of a power play for the Corsairs as a result of the interference, major, and game misconduct to Josh Grasso. Corsairs winning the other meeting this year here at home by a score of 7-0 on the 21st of November. Still 4-on-4 for another 43 seconds. They're trying to get their 10th win of the year and 9th win in conference play. Skating with it here, it is Cameron Mack. They'll drop this one back to Daniel Davidson. Coming schedule after today, 7:20 on Thursday night here against Plymouth State. And then they will be at Fitchburg State on Saturday, the 22nd. And then close out the season on the 25th at Westfield State. About 10 seconds here to the 4-on-4 hockey. We said if it ended today, the Corsairs would be the number 4 seed. They're trying to move up here in the standings. There's a man advantage now, 3:25 on it for the Corsairs as they are a man up. With it being the major, they can score as many times as they would like. This one will be cleared into the protective netting. And it's cleared by the Vikings, so the faceoff will stay in the Corsair offensive zone with 18:23 to play here. His third period face-off won by the Corsairs. They try to work this one down low. Puck will come out of the zone here, and they will have to regroup and chase it. Lee will work it all the way back to Sean Leonard. He was the one that received that hit, the 5-minute interference major, and then the misconduct on that same hit from Josh Grasso. That's what's giving the Corsairs the extended power play opportunity right here. And so far, not too many chances coming from it as Austin Miller will go flying behind the net. Able to keep it in. It is Nicholas Short at the blue line as they work it down now to Dylan Radin. Radin dropping it back for Michael Perrone. Down low here to Radin. They sent it across in the slot. It is broken up there by the Vikings. They'll look to change. Out to play it is Davidson as they'll give it off here to Short. Nicholas Short in his own end, bringing it up the ice. 2:12 to go here on the man advantage stemming from that major. Short slinging it over across now. Shot attempt there, and that one will be stopped. It was Eric Bolden who took that shot. 2:05 left, both coming out now on the coincidental roughing minors are Mike Shippey and then Stephen Leonard. They both come out on that whistle with 7:15 left to play in period number 3. Corsairs nursing a 2-goal lead. They work this one now to Kai Capozzi. He'll send this one towards the front. Played with a stick there by Cleary, and he'll just deflect it up into his catching glove and hold on to it for a whistle with 17:07 to play. Well, with the amount of rubber heading his way in this one, he's certainly been busy and done all he can to keep this game close at 2-0. Another one here at home where the Corsairs might be as that shot and held on to by Cleary for a whistle. Taken by Eric Bolden, where they're only going to put up over 40 shots in this one. And if the pace keeps up, they could probably put up over 50 before it's all said and done here. Face off one. Bolden will take a shot. Another slapper. That one not getting all the way through. Short was thinking about pinching in, did not. Unable to keep the puck in there was Eric Bolden. Bolden being pursued there. Now Short helping him out along the boards. Short pursued there. Good job forechecking there by Dan Shea to kill some more time off that penalty. 1:25 left here on the man advantage for the Corsairs, as they're still looking to put in the back of the net here on this opportunity from the major. We're in Mack behind the net, as this one's worked all the way around. They will try to get it out of the zone, and they do. They're able to send this one up to Billy Falter, who's able to clear. About a minute left on it. Kai Capozzi crossing over the blue line, giving it now towards Eric Bolden, who took a hit. They're without a stick right here. Now he'll go to the bench. And up the ice now, Nicholas Short with 42 seconds remaining here on the man advantage. Short will drop back at the blue line. Tries to send it ahead here to Dylan Radin. Not going to get all the way through. Now over to Short. Short swinging this one on over. Steven Leonard will walk this one on in. Quick feed, Radin a shot. That one turned aside. And it is loose now in the corner as the Vikings look to clear, and they do with 15 seconds remaining here on the man advantage. Out to play it. It is Daniel Davidson and Nicholas Short holding on to it here behind his net with 5 seconds remaining here as he gave it up now to Dylan Radin. So the Corsairs are going to fail to score on a power play that went a little over 3 minutes right there as a result of the major. So that's a big boost. Is coming out aggressively to play it towards the boards is Sean Cleary. And as pursuing was Dylan Radin. And icing will be the call here with 14:56 to play on the Vikings. So the Corsairs will have an offensive zone face-off right here. To their fourth line, John Grealish will take this face-off against Richard Coyle as a top line on for the Vikings. 15:45 left here in this one. This one will be sent on up into the protective netting that protects the ceiling here at Hetland Arena and all the light fixtures above the ice. No, play is blown dead and will stay in the offensive zone for UMass Dartmouth. Grealish going to take this face-off. So one will be sent on out of the zone, corralled in the neutral zone by Sean Leonard of the Corsairs. Leonard coming around with it. Now John Grealish pushes it ahead. Carlo. This one's sent here towards the net, and it is stopped there by Cleary with 14:24 to play. And Grealish will take a shove as he's trying to skate away. Now he'll come back in down low. Linesman will quickly get in there. Puck stop, but 14:24 to play. Still a 2-0 game in favor of UMass Dartmouth. This one's won by the Vikings on the face-off. They can't clear as the Corsairs do a good job getting to it, being able to hold the blue line. It was Patrick Wren who held the blue line right there. Now this one will scoot on out of the zone. Up the ice with it now. On the outside, a shot. That one will go wide as the shot was taken by Spencer DeRitter. Neutral zone with it now. They're swinging on over. Pushed on up. Capozzi now. They'll send this one ahead. Capozzi swinging this one now around the boards. There, that one is going to go wide. Couple Vikings getting tangled up with one another as losing the puck there is Billy McWinn. And the Corsairs are able to get it back down the ice and give chase. So here is a man down around the bench for UMass Dartmouth. That was Dylan Radin. Looks like I think they missed something. I missed something too as it happened away from the play. And Radin voicing his displeasure with the referee. As is Sean Leonard. Lions are going to talk to him. We'll see if they decide to call something as a result. It would really just have to be something so egregious that they... And they will order both teams to go to the bench here with 13-17 to go. And this has sort of gotten a little out of control ever since the game misconduct for the interference major by Josh Grasso. And the referees need to take control of this game right now to prevent it from getting well out of control. And it looks like they are going to say 5-on-5. Are they going to pull anyone over to the box or coincidentals? Doesn't look like it. Well, they're not going to call anything with 13-17 to play. (13-17 to play. Face off at the blue line just outside of the defensive zone for UMass Dartmouth. Cameron Mack is going to take it against Richard Coyle with 13-17 to play. And thrown on out of the face-off here is Mack. Coming on in now to take it will be Radin. And the face-off won by Coyle, and the Vikings were able to push this one into the offensive zone, but quickly gobbled on up by the Corsairs as Eric Bolden will not be able to get any further with it as it's broken up and poked away from him. Von Perrault with it in his own end. Will find the stick there of Eric Bolden, who will push this one in. His offensive zone is quickly cleared on out of there. And Sean Leonard will push it up in the neutral zone. I think certainly will probably be getting chippier as they missed a penalty there on Radin. Going down in front of the bench. This one will come on in here towards the goal. And this one will be frozen here by Sean Cleary. And the whistle will result in an offensive zone face-off for the Corsairs with 12:39 left to play here in period number 3. Taking the face-off will be Sean Leonard. Corsairs now with 38 shots in this one at last check. They continue to get rubber on that goalkeeper, Sean Cleary. This one pushed on ahead. As Jake Maynard will swing this one now behind the net. A hard hit there. Play will continue. As Austin Miller darting through the neutral zone over the blue line now. Will try to send this one in now towards the corner. Miller keeping it alive here with 12:10 to play. Quick feed towards the slot. Shot attempt will be stopped there twice by Cleary. The first attempt of the pad. Second one, a rebound with the glove. And a whistle for a high stick coming from the neutral zone. And it's a high stick on the Vikings, so it will stay here, the puck, in the offensive zone for UMass Dartmouth with 12:04 to play here in the third. And the face-off here, won by the Vikings in their own end. A big face-off win down 2. This one will be pushed ahead here by Ryan Tierney into his offensive end. The Corsairs, Scarbeck going down, just caught there with a skate in the ice, or Hemp's losing an edge. And Scarbeck had that one knocked off his stick towards the slot. The Corsairs recover as Jake Maynard's able to come away with it. Poked up and freed out of the zone. As it is Jimmy Pelton coming away with it. Then on towards the front, unable to connect and finish. It's Derek Brittner who was able with that poke check to help really clear it out of the zone. That one redirected on goal, and it's turned aside. It was Billy McQuinn who redirected that shot attempt on goal. This one sent on up now towards the protective netting. And last touched here by UMass Dartmouth, so it will stay in the defensive end for the Corsairs here with 11:11 left to play. Corsairs with a 2-goal lead here, trying to win this defensive zone face-off. As State gets one, they're very much still alive in this one, as they are now the 2-goal game. This one just sitting there. It's thrown here towards the net. Probably would have went high, but just gloved out of the air by Daniel Davidson for another whistle with 11:07 to play this time. Grealish will take the face-off here against Richard Coyle. And the face-off won here by the Vikings once again. Kompolis will send this one here. And this one will be stopped by Davidson up into the protective netting with 11:01 left to play. And face-off win going to need to happen here for the Corsairs. A couple chances here coming for the Vikings as a result of winning the face-off. Sayers able to finally get a win and get it on out. Harlow will send this one high and wide. Will clank all the way off the glass and come back up towards the blue line as the Vikings are able to clear. Corsairs able to chop it on out of there. This one heading here towards the net. And it will be played by the defenseman in Giannakopoulos in front of the net. Sayers applying some good pressure on the forecheck with 10.5 minutes left. Nicholas Short able to keep that puck in at the blue line. Cleared on out now as Woolley coming in with it. Woolley towards the slot. No one in an orange jersey there. It is picked on up off the boards when it caromed off of there by the Corsairs as they're able to clear it on out of there. Up the other way it is Grealish. Lost that one. Trying to split a few defenders there was Connor Woolley, and he'll absorb a hit and lose the puck. Here is John Grealish with it once again, trying to sneak by here on the backhand. Now will spin around, sends this one up towards the top of the circle. And no white jersey there. And getting it deep here is Connor Woolley. And able to change here are the Vikings with 9:45 left to play here in period number 3. Puck sent on in, down low. And absorbing a shot along the boards of the Corsairs is Sean Leonard. Whistle here and a penalty will be called, as Dylan Radin going to be whistled for taking his man down as he took down Spencer DeRitter. Hooking minor going on Dylan Radin with 9:33 to play. And this is a big power play opportunity for the Vikings. And this is a big opportunity for the Corsairs on the penalty kill with 9:33 to play. Taking the face-off here is Stephen Leonard on the PK. Richard Coyle going to take it. So one back now here to the point. Akopoulos swings this one over. They work it now down low towards McGinn. And it comes back up high and out of the zone. Radin whistled for the hooking minor with 9:17 left to play in period number 3. Corsairs leading by 2. Strong play here as Daniel Davidson has served as a backup to Chris Jerome pretty much all year, getting the start here against the Vikings, and he has been good when he's been tested. This one redirected here. It's a goal and stopped by Davidson up into the protective netting with exactly 9 minutes to play. Well, that's what you want there. Get some traffic in front, get it in front for a redirection. They got it. It went high on Davidson, and Davidson stopping it, and it goes up into the protective netting. Cameron Mack going to take this face-off against Richard Coyle. And the face-off will be won by the Vikings, but it will serve as a clear as it's finally skated by Kompolis, as it was won off that stick of their centerman, Richard Coyle. Sayers able to get it on out. Jimmy Pelton bringing it up, a shot there, and that one gloved and held onto by Sean Cleary with 8:39 left to play here in period number 3. Trying to backhand this one after they got the face-off in their favor. The Corsairs towards the net, not going to get all the way through. Nicholas Short able to Let's have his man dumping in towards the corner there to prevent any further rush. A whistle here, and we have another penalty coming here on UMass Dartmouth. It's going to be a roughing minor going on Nicholas Short with 48 seconds left to play. With 48 seconds left on that man advantage of a 5-on-4, it's going to be 5-on-3 for 48 seconds. So Short getting a roughing minor with 8:21 left to play. And now a big opportunity coming here for the Vikings. And they are going to change here. Corsairs, I figure, going to change and get some fresh legs on. Corsairs going to go with Leonard Scarbeck and Sean Leonard to go along with Stephen Leonard. And Leonard going to take this face-off here against Richard Coyle. And the face-off won here by the Vikings with 8:13 left. Shot attempt there, that one going wide. Get back here to the point, that shot attempt blocked. As Cal Hofford had that shot attempt blocked, 25 seconds left here on the advantage of 5-on-3 for the Vikings of the Corsairs, leading here by 2. I'll work this one down low to Coyle. Coyle gets it back up high. Shot turned aside there by Davidson with a pad. This one coming up here towards the top of the point. It's sent on over. A shot there by Yannikopoulos will go wide. 2 seconds remaining here. And they will just send Radin, who comes in, right in to join the play after a block shot. The puck's still loose. It finally gets on Stephen Leonard's stick. He can't clear. Scarbeck could knock that one in to Mon Miller, and it went off of him and all the way down the ice to help the Corsairs get it clear. Now, a great job there on that kill on the 5-on-3. It is still a 2-0 game right now. And this one is cleared by Scarbeck into the neutral zone. Not all the way down the ice, but still, it gives the Corsairs some time to regroup. This one battled for. You do have a fresh legs in Dylan Radin. He's able to clear, and the Corsairs get the D-men off now. Great job by the defenseman Leonard. And Scarbeck on that PK. A feed here towards the slot to Shippey. It will not get all the way through his shot attempt, and the Corsairs clear. 10 seconds remaining here on the kill for UMass Dartmouth. And they are looking like they're going to successfully kill this one off as Nicholas Short's roughing minor to the back end of it is set to expire right here. Back to even coming on in. This one thrown here towards the front. And a whistle here as the net will come unlodged here as a pushing and shoving after the fact. And as a man was knocked into the net there, that was Mike Shippey for Salem State. With 6:17 left to play. I don't think any penalties are going to come. There was some pushing and shoving after the fact. Face-off, though, is going to come outside the zone. So that's a break right there for the Corsairs. And they said charged into the net on his own accord, not pushed in. So that's how it comes out with the net coming off the moorings. It wasn't a Corsair. It pushed the opponent into the net. Face-off one here by the Vikings. This one blocked by Kai Capozzi. The shot attempt from the outside. It came from Derek Skogans. Nice job of Capozzi getting in the shooting lane right there. And will be cleared on up the ice for an icing after the faceoff was won. It was Scarbeck who iced it with 6:02 left to play here in this third period. It's off here, won by the Corsairs once again, and Scarbeck will ice it. 5:56 left to play here in the third period. The Corsairs getting the face-off wins, but want to ice it, and they continue to do so. Just want to clear. Who have that 2-goal lead here. Eric Brittner going to take it against Richard Coyle once again. Face-off won by the Corsairs. Scarback unable to clear, trying to go softer by the D-man. Hawk will be sent on in now towards the corner by the Vikings. Able to finally clear it out of there. Jake Maynard able to get it out of the zone. Corsairs able to get it down the ice without icing it. 5:35 left here in the third period. Corsairs nursing a 2-goal lead. This one knocked free from behind. Actually had to give up on it, the Vikings, after it was knocked free, as they would have been offsides. Capozzi got a stick on that to break that one up. Scarback left that one towards the high slot, coming on in and letting it fire towards the goal is Race Bennett, and it stopped there with a glove by Davidson, and he'll hold for a whistle. Shippey will take the face-off here against Blake Harlow for UMass Dartmouth, and Harlow will win it there. So a big face-off win here. We're under 6 minutes to play, approaching 5 minutes to play here in this one. And it's Melker Kroon up the ice with it, a shot there. That one blockered into the protective netting by Sean Cleary with 5:04 to play, and we'll get another stoppage here. And the Corsairs will have an offensive zone face-off here with 5:04 left to play. There's on the attack there after the face-off. We'll get this one here towards the slot. A shot with not too much on. It had to be patted aside, though, by Cleary. Puck in the neutral zone being fought for. John Grealish gave it up now to Kroon. Kroon coming on in. A shot. That one blockered aside. The rebound came up towards the high slot. And then it's finally poked on out of there by the Vikings. And Race Bennett was the one who got it out. Corsairs will get it back in deep with 4:32 left to play here in period number 3, leading by a score of 2-0. And icing called here, as unable to touch it was Race Bennett. It went through him. Through the wickets there, could not get a stick on it, as that was the idea, get it to him, be able to get it in deep and get you changed, but that did not work out right there with 4:26 left to play. A big face-off coming here for both sides. Shippey going to take it against Cameron Mack. Shot attempt there, and that one stopped by Cleary, as the Corsairs won the face-off and were able to get a shot off right there with 4:22 left to play. This one now sent around the boards here. Vikings going to be off, as going in early was DeRitter. The Corsairs catch a break. However, they can't clear, as the Vikings had to touch up. A shot there from the angle towards the side, towards the corner, turned aside with a stick by Davidson. This one towards the front, and Davidson will make the stop, and we will have penalties called here on both sides. As Perrault going to be called here for, I believe, a hold. And a hold, wow, so they're going to cross-check, then a hold. It's going to be 4-on-4 with 3:54 to play. Really see where anything should have been called there on the Vikings. Connor Woolley, they said, with a hold after he was cross-checked. Well, 4-on-4 here with 3:50 left to play, with the Corsairs still leading 2-0. Corsairs able to get this one out. Stephen Leonard up the ice here with 3:38 to play. Tries to send this one towards the slot to Perrone, unable to connect with him. Corsairs able to not hold this one in as it came out. Nicholas Short tried to poke it back in, but the linesman right there with 3:29 left to play. Sayers leading 2-0 here in this one as they try to get the win of the season series with the Vikings, trying to take 2 out of the 3 meetings. They would and take both of the wins here at home. Face-off won by Salem State with 3:20 now left to play. 1:25 left to 5-a-side hockey. A shot attempt there, and it is stopped by Davidson. The net then will come off the moorings after the fact. Scarbeck having some words with Iman Miller. Peg's coming out as well. Linesman will have to fix that with 3:15 left to play. The referee actually going to help him put him on. You don't usually see that. With 3:15 left to play. So zone face-off coming here for the Corsairs as Brittner will take it against Coyle. Corsairs get the face-off win. Austin Miller over the red line here. 4-on-4 hockey for another minute 15. This one will be sent here around the net. Back with it now is Austin Miller. This one sent on up the ice here. Vikings sent here towards the net, and it will be sticked into the protective netting by Davidson with 2:52 left to play. Pelton going to take the face-off here. Shot there for the blue line, not going to get all the way through. There's coming up the ice now with it. Feed here, that one deflected off of a stick. The defenseman Derek comes up to the protective netting with 2:28 left to play here in period number 3. Still 35 seconds left on the 4-on-4 play as Kai Capozzi taking this one for the Corsairs. A face-off puck comes out of the zone, and the Corsairs able to get it back in deep now towards the corner. It's Capozzi and Pelton the ones on the forecheck right now. One will be sticked aside by Davidson as it came his way. Under 2 minutes now to play. 5 seconds left on the 4-on-4. And definitely keep an eye on the bench for Salem State. And the goalkeeper, Sean Cleary, lurking his way towards the bench, especially with this a 2-goal game. It's a 1-goal game. You might wait a little bit longer, but they're probably going to be on the quicker side to pull the goalkeeper here in this one. Minute 38 to play as the Vikings come up the ice here. This one will be sent on in deep now as Sean Leonard, the defenseman, playing it here for the Corsairs. Goaltender still in the cage in Sean Cleary at the other end. Corsairs able to clear it out as Dylan Radin able to get across the red line, send it into the offensive zone. It's not going to get all the way through. 1:16 left to play. Nicopolis with it behind his own net. He'll start ahead of steam up the ice here, trying to create the rush. 1:08 left, and offsides. The Vikings will go with 1:07 left to play, and we'll get a whistle. So there's next in action on Thursday at 7:20 here at Hetland Arena. So on Thursday, February 20th, when Plymouth State comes in, if the Corsairs want to move up in the standings, that's someone they would definitely need to beat as they're above them right now. Under a minute now to play. Goaltender still in the net there. Thrown on in here on the backhand by Blake Harlow, and it is stopped there by Sean Cleary with 54.7 seconds left to play. Now, it doesn't look like they're pulling the goaltender anytime soon. Corsairs falling 3-2 at Salem State earlier this year. Salem State going to take their time out here, and then winning here back at the Hetland Arena in November on the 21st by a score of 7-0, so they have shut them out twice. Hoping to shut them out twice, rather, but a shutout and the win here, so trying to do it twice on home ice. So the Vikings taking their time out with 54.7 seconds to play. Now 54.7 seconds left. Here in period number 3. Cleary in the goal right now, with the faceoff being an offensive zone faceoff for the Corsairs. Face-off controlled here by the Vikings with 50 seconds left. Sayers able to keep this puck in. It is Leonard able to keep it in. They'll send it towards the net. It is deflected and stopped by Sean Cleary up into the protective netting. It's off one here by Salem State. They're trying to get it out of their zone. Not going to do it yet, as it will go up into the protective netting with 36.6 seconds left. Harlow going to take the face-off here for the Corsairs. He wins it to Kroon. This one sent towards the slot. Sean Leonard up top. Want to send a shot on down in towards the goal. Block, not going to get through. Now it's sent on in towards the corner, and Kroon absorbs a hit. With 17 seconds left to play here in this one. Swan will be cleared up the ice towards empty net, as the net is now empty. On a Compolis with 5 seconds to play with it in his own end. We'll send this one up. Corsairs will just bat that one out off the boards. No icing as they send it down the length of the ice, and that will do it. The 2-0 final win here for UMass Dartmouth as they beat the Vikings here of Salem State. Corsairs will get their 10th win of the year, back to 500, a long road back to it, 10-2 now. They will take the season series with the Vikings as they take 2 out of 3, including 2 shutout wins here at home. Now 9-5-1 in the MASCAC. And Salem State will fall to 4-13-5 overall, 4-8-3 in conference play. Now the Corsairs getting goals in this one by Stephen Leonard and John Grealish. 2 goals enough to win this one. A good goaltending performance in this one tonight by Daniel Davidson, as Davidson will pick up the shutout between the pipes here for the Corsairs. As UMass Dartmouth picking up their 10th win of the year and 9th win in conference play. Davidson picking up his 3rd win, proving his record of 3-4-2 on the year, and his first shutout of the season for Davidson, as Davidson going to make a total of 26 saves to earn his first career shutout. The Corsairs get the win here at Hetland Arena over Salem State by a score of 2-0. Back in action. The next broadcast will be Thursday night against Plymouth State, 7:20 puck drop here from Hetland Arena. That will do it for the broadcast here tonight. I'm Brian Clemenson saying so long. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday.